All right, guys. So let's take a look at some of the transition actions that you'll see Pope using to kind of get Kentucky into their set. This is obviously in transition, balls brought out after a made basket. You'll see here in the first phase, everybody's just kind of driving down to get in position. The point guard here has the ball, dribbling into that. Once that happens, the ball's going to reverse. All right, so we're going to take the ball right here from the one to the top of the key with the big man over to the two. At the same time, the three position is going to come across a baseline, pick up a screen from the four. So at this point, now the ball's going to reverse. So the two has the ball at this point. The five's going to set a screen on the one to bring him around to get a pass, catch and shoot right here. The idea is if you can get a good 3 point within the first 5 seconds, go ahead and take it, right? If for some reason the screener, the defender trails that one, he doesn't have a clean shot, he can roll right to the basket, and then he's going to have a back pit set by the four here on the three in order to get some sort of an action heading to the rim there. So this could be a lob dunk from up here. It could be the one drives and then has that little floater lob from the three, kind of hitting that dunker spot. That's why having a three that's athletic and big, 6'8" and physical is a really good value here. So you can see here as the three rolls, the four is going to set a down screen for the two. The one can either shoot it. The five can also play some pick and roll action here. So there's a lot of options that can happen from this quick entry set. Now this is all within the first 5 to 7 seconds of the ball being pushed down the court. This is also something that happens quite a bit off transition as you're bringing the ball down. This is called the cut. And it's a quick hit action that really tries to catch everybody off guard. So basically, in phase one, you're seeing everybody come down in transition. The big man is trailing the play. You're going to swing the ball over to the three, which is the offside of the action. At that time, the four man's going to lift. If that's somebody like Carr, they got to follow. Then the one and the two are going to do a little bit of cross action here. So the four lifts to clear out the space. The ball swings back to the five. The one's going to come around and curl back under as the two kind of dives. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like. The ball swings back. All right, then at that point, the five is going to do a little bit of either a quick pass or a dribble handoff to the one, set the screen for the action as the two clears out. So again, you see the two clear out to this spot where they can hit an open three. There's a ball screen here where the one comes up around. And then at that point, now the one has the ball right around this area. He can the five's going to roll. He can bounce the pass to the five for the bucket. He can shoot the three if he's open, or he can actually drive. When the ball's passed to the five on the cut here, if he's defended, then this two, oftentimes, if he gets help from the defender, he can pass out to the open three there. So that's called the cut. And you're going to see this action quite a bit from Pope just to get into the offense. All right, so let's take a look at some of this in action. You see the ball swing. The guy cuts through, reverse the ball, dribble, pass, or you could do a dribble handoff, ball screen, pocket pass to the cutter as he rolls off that ball screen. Really, really simple. And here it is going the opposite way. You get the guard going through, the cutter going through the paint. Here comes the point guard up around the ball screen. He's got an opportunity to take the ball himself, shoot the ball, or pass it to the five, which is what he did. Here you see him coming the other way. The cutter fakes the ball screen, back cuts through. And then here we've got the point guard taking the ball. Instead of the pass, he drives all the way to the rim. Okay, so this is the same action, but with a little wrinkle. Instead of the cut going through the paint, he's going to go over. They call this an over. So he's, instead of driving through the paint, he goes over, fakes a dribble handoff, brings that defender out of the lane, and again, wide open. Both defenders stay on the ball. Nice little pocket pass. Easy layup. Okay, so this is called the over. Here you have it coming the other way. the cutter goes through. Instead of the guy cutting through the lane and taking his defender, he brings him up over a fake ball screen. At this point, it looked like he was going to refuse the ball screen and back cut. He ends up taking it anyway, twisting around that screen. The screener then drives to the basket, but the ball handler go ahead and takes it with him. So this shows a pretty easy way to get into the zoom action. So instead of cutting through or going over, he actually does the pin down to create a zoom action. Instead of giving it to the ball handler, he goes ahead and passes it. You can see them start to set up that zoom action on the left-hand side, and now here it is, pin down screen, coming up to a dribble handoff. Now they're into their offense. They roll it. The ball handler goes ahead and shoots the shot, okay? So all of this really flows together. Here's the cut through. You see the cut, right? Ball screen up top, reversing it. Now you see a cut again, coming back up with the ball screen up top. So these are two cut plays. They could have easily set up some zoom action off of it. Here's your cut through, coming back up across the ball screen, the lift. None of that worked. So now they're going to set up on the right side, the pin down screen. Now you got zoom action. So it goes from the cut, the over, the pin down, all of it works together. And you can really just choose what's happening. Here's the through. You've got your pin down screen into zoom action coming up top. You get the lift, the ball screen, right there, the handoff. He's rolling, doesn't work. They reverse it back to the other side. Another ball screen handoff with another lift. Back out to the top man who can shoot that if he needs to. Here's your zoom action. So you see everything just works together. No matter what the defense does, you have an option for it. That's really what makes this continuity offense so ridiculously deadly. Cognitive load, you constantly have to watch what they're doing. Here we go. The through action. He's going to come around the pin down screen right into the zoom. Right off the transition. The lift. You got the roll. Doesn't pass the ball. Swings it again to the left side. Here comes the over. There's the over. The backdoor cut. Boom. Wide open. You turn your head for a second, and this offense will punish you. Here we go with the cut through, coming up around the screen. The lift, we've got the ball handler. Now we're back down in the pin down screen, right in the zoom action. He comes over with it. The ball screen, so there's the stagger, so you give it to the second guy instead of the first guy. All right, here we go again. The through, he's going to do the pin down right into the zoom action. The four lifts, coming up around the handoff ball screen. He can turn, try to make some, he can't make it, so now we're going to start it again. Now we're doing the over. He decides to go over. Now you get the ball screen, we get the slip, and wide open lane.